Hello and welcome back to another episode of Cooking for the Yum of It. Today I'm going to be doing something a little different. Although this recipe is not from Julia Child, it was inspired by one of her recipes. I am going to be making an Instant Pot chicken liver pate. Let's get started. Now the first thing we're going to put into our Instant Pot is one half of a small yellow onion that's been sliced. You don't have to worry about dicing this time, just slicing. Slicing, no dicing. Then we're going to add 1 tablespoon of Madeira, which is quickly becoming one of my favorite wines. It gives everything I've made so far with it a very interesting and a very enchanting flavor. I can't think of anything else to call it by. Then we're going to add 1 tablespoon of butter. If you're following a kosher diet, by the way, the recipe recommends a non-dairy butter, but I'm not following kosher, so no dairy. I'll be using regular old butter. Now we use 1 pound of chicken liver. I couldn't find exactly 1 pound. This is 0.93 pounds, but that's close enough, I think. Oh, sorry about that. Now we're going to be adding a combination of 1/2 teaspoon of dried thyme, 1/8 of a teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 teaspoon each of pepper and paprika. Put that in there. Now we stir this around a bit. Don't worry, it'll look better later. Now I'm also going to be adding 2 eggs to the pate, so we're next going to put on a trivet, or trivet if we want to be fancy, to put the 2 eggs on. And make sure our Instant Pot is on seal. Now my model says pressure cook, so we're going to pressure cook this on high pressure for 4 minutes. And we'll be right back as soon as the 4 minutes are up. Well, the Instant Pot has now finished the 4 minutes. We'll do a quick release of the steam, and as soon as it's safe to do so, we will be taking out my eggs and liver. Okay, steam is finished releasing, so let's move this over here out of our way. Take out the eggs first, of course, and put them in some cold water. Okay, let's move that aside. Excuse the arm. Now, here's what we've got as far as our liver. Use this to safely remove the trivet, or trivet if you want to get super fancy. Now, the next thing we'll be doing is transferring the liver and onions and spices and everything over to our food processor. You're not going to want to throw away the liquid. That's going to have a use as well, since we transfer all the solid part. Okay, I got most of it, but there's always going to be some left over, and for that we have the use of a lovely strainer. So let's move this over here. Remember, the metal part is going to be very hot, so make sure you've got your gloves. See how we've got all the solid bits that are still in there. You can scrape off stuck to the bottom of the Instant Pot. As well as what's strained through. Now we're only going to use about 1 to 2 tablespoons of our liquid. So let me arrange things here. Sorry. We take 1. Now we're going to start off with 2 tablespoons. If it needs more, you can add more. But if you put too much in, it'll not only be, it'll be too liquidy, more like a soup rather than a pate. Let's position everything so you can see what I'm doing. Now we puree. Now, unless you probably think I forgot the eggs, but I didn't. I wanted to puree the liver a bit first before we got to the eggs, which we're also now going to put in as well. Let me just open our egg here. Instant Pots are really good for boiling eggs. It's the only thing is that sometimes you put it in for too long. 4 minutes is a good time for an Instant Pot boiled egg. That's the first one. Ooh, I missed a piece of shell, little bastard. Sorry about the bad language. I hope YouTube won't penalize me for that as a violation of their community standards. Facebook is always punishing people for violating community standards. I had a post on my Facebook once that they said violated, so I went to check and it was still on the page of the person I had shared it from, which really isn't fair, is it? But Facebook has us. And we're going to puree this some more. You want to make sure this is smooth and that all the ingredients have been properly mixed. Oh, that looks good and smooth, so let me just put this here for now. And okay, now we take this part off of our and we put our pate, although some will say it's more like a mousse than a pate, because pate you need to slice, and mousse is spreadable like butter. And a friend of mine advised I not do this particular recipe because not everyone likes liver or pate. I like it though. I like pate. And another friend, in air quotes, asked me recently why I do this, these cooking videos. And I said I got a very good reason. I enjoy cooking. I like learning to cook better. And after my last play that I was in, I needed something to do to fill in the void, because you know they didn't do a lot of plays during the shutdown. So that's why I started doing these cooking videos. Now, that is good. I'm going to let this chill now for about an hour, and when we come back, we'll be serving pate on toast. See you soon. And now, my favorite part. Take a little bit of the pate, spread it on my toast. Oh, that's good. Well, probably could have used a little bit more of the Madeira, maybe a tiny bit more salt. But aside from that, it is really, really good. And I can definitely see myself making this again. So anyway, that was my recipe for today. Instant Pot pate. I hope you get a chance to make this yourself. And until next time, always remember, eat and enjoy.